And a pleasant good evening. Welcome to the Panther Den as we get set for some high school regular season basketball on this November 29th, the regular season opener for the Panthers. I'm George Young alongside Tony Christie. Good to be back inside of the gymnasium tonight for a rival game.
Yes.
A interstate clash between the Rabun County Wildcats and your Franklin Panthers. And these two teams meet almost on a yearly basis, and as Coach Flemons told me, at least on the boys' side, it seems like these two teams split every year.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how good or bad either of the teams are, they seem to bring their best when these two get together.
It's one of those things, they're so close. We're so close to the Georgia border that most people don't realize that. We're so close that, you know, these kids know each other. They've seen each other grow up. They've played against each other so much that even on both sides, on the girls' side and the boys' side, they both have played, you know, so much together that, you know, it makes it a heated rivalry.
Well, we've got about 40 seconds, and both teams are heading to their respective benches. The spotlight guy to our right is getting ready, and
about
so
to turn off the lights.
We're about to have the national anthem, and then they'll turn the lights off for the Lady Panthers introduction, and we'll get the Rabun County Wildcats introduced as well.
Your Franklin Panthers. Tonight, the Panthers will host the Wildcats from Rabun County. If everyone would please rise, if physically able, remove caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And the starting lineup for the visitors from Rabun County High School. Number 3, Treya Baylock. Number 10, Millie Watts. Number 11, Lucy Hood. Number 20, Ellie Southers. And number 44, Mary Lovell. Panthers go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. on your feet. Here come your Panthers. She's a guard, wearing number 10, Andrea Terrell. She's your point guard, wearing number 12, Kelly Queen. She plays the forward position, wearing number 24, Avery Muffin. She's the other guard, wearing number 30, Tori Inslee. She's your center, wearing number 33, Roz McCullum. Panthers are coached by Scott Hartbarger and Justin Moffitt.
Well, we've met both teams. I'll turn the lights back on, and we'll get some regular season high school basketball underway for the 2022 and 2023 campaign. The Rabun County Lady Wildcats finished state runners-up last year, lost to the title game to Elbert County, the Blue Devils, a team they had faced out of their region already twice in the regular season and once in the playoffs of the state title game. They lost a lot, but they've got a lot of talented individuals on the court that Coach Dee Dillard will send out against Scott Hartbarger and his talented girls. A lot of returners, including Tori Inslee, Kelly Queen, you'll see out on the court. The Rabun County Wildcats have already participated in one regular season game that came back on November the 19th against St. Pius Catholic out of Atlanta, and they picked up a victory. They are 1-0 coming into this non-conference affair.
And the Lady Panthers start with a 2-3 zone. Rosalind McCullum with the first rebound of the season.
Up top, we've got a whistle, and we've got a traveling violation on the first offensive possession.
There's a slight advantage to having a game under your belt. You know, having a game, especially against a opponent like St. Pius. You know, it's going to be a slight advantage for Rabun in that aspect.
In the corner, Lovell drives in, gets tied up, and she shuffled her feet. Mary Lovell, a senior for Coach Dillard, will turn the ball over. Both teams have a turnover early on, 7:15 here in the first quarter.
And it looked like Tori Inslee might have had a steal there to increase her lead.
Feeding underneath, Rosalind McCollum could not secure it. It's picked up by the Lady Wildcats. Lucy Hood, up top with it, swings it over to Watts. Back it goes to Hood. Lucy, a junior, backs it out. Underneath, it's Lovell, and she gets the bucket to open up the scoring. One thing that Coach Scott Hartbarger told me in the pregame when I talked to him about Rabun County that they've always struggled with it. He says when they win, they handle the pressure, and when the Lady Panthers have lost to the Lady Wildcats, it's been the pressure that's been the bugaboo. And I told him, Coach, you got some pretty good ball handlers. I think you'll be all right. McCollum drives in, and she'll get fouled. I think that's going to be whistled on Mary Lovell. It'll be her first.
And for Rosalind, that's going to be big for her. Her senior season is to take the ball to the hole. She has a knack for getting to the free throw line. You know, now it's just knocking them down.
First one's up and good. She gets the first points of the 2022-2023 campaign for the Lady Panthers. 6:22 left. Of course, the last time we talked to you with the girls varsity side, it was right here at the Panther Den in the second round of the playoffs, a loss to Ashbrook, and know that a lot of these girls were on that team. And a tough loss to the second round after a conference championship. It's McCollum driving in. Wild shot, no. McCollum goes into the padding underneath the goal. Lady Wildcats gonna race. Ellie Southards for three.
And that is a mark of a good team. That ball was down the court and up in the air in 3 seconds.
Ellie Queen with it, gives it up to Tori Inslee. Ratcheting up the pressure is Coach Dillard. Inslee to the hole. Count it, and one. Tori Inslee picking up where she left off last year.
Conference Player of the Year.
She'll be at the line for a free throw. 5-3 could cut it to just a 1-point advantage. Nice crowd on hand for this regular season opener. What you anticipated with Rabun and Franklin getting together, and Rabun having a stellar season last year with a trip to the state title game. And out of bounds, it'll stay with the Lady Wildcats. Lucy Hood will control. She'll call out the offense. Swing it over to Watts. Holds it high. Gives it up to Lovell. Now into the corner. It's a three. Lucy Hood off the mark. Offensive board. Wildcats. Both teams wearing red. So, if you just tuned in, Panthers are in white. And the Rabun County Wildcats are in red. Home white uniforms. Boys team has some brand new uniforms they're going to debut tonight.
Nice.
Three off the mark for Lucy Hood, and the rebound picked up by Tori Inslee. Saw him in the pregame when we caught up with Coach Doug Clemens, the interview you'll hear between the girls of the boys game. Inslee for three. Underneath, off the glass, wouldn't fall after the offensive rebound by Andrea Terrell. Another offensive board, the stick back wouldn't fall, but a foul going to be whistled on a Lady Wildcat. It's going to send Tori Inslee to the line. That one was on Millie Watts. That'll be her second foul, and a third whistled on Rabun County. First one up and good for Tori Inslee. 5-4. 1 point advantage for the Lady Wildcats.
For early in the season, it hasn't been that sloppy. Usually, these games at the beginning, they start off sloppy, but this one is actually like a well-oiled game, mid-season game.
I think you've got a lot of talent. You've got a lot of experience on the court for both teams. Southards lost control. Going to be picked up by Callie Queen. To the hole. Queen gives the Lady Panthers their first lead at 7-5. 4:44 left, opening quarter.
And that was a good transition from defense to offense for the Panthers.
In the paint, shot wouldn't fall for Southards, but she was fouled. That's going to send Ellie Southards to the line, junior. Foul was whistled on Avery Moffitt. That's her first of the team's first. And Southards hits the first from the charity stripe. Cuts that Panther lead to just one at 7-6. Glad you're with us on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. Second shot up and good. If you have not already, go ahead and like our Facebook page. We just crossed the 2,100 subscriber mark today, actually. Nice. But I checked it before coming over. Rosalind McCollum baseline jumper wouldn't fall. On the rebound, we've got a whistle, and it's going against the Lady Panthers.
And that's Moffitt's second.
Two quick ones on Avery Moffitt. Tied at 7. Into the game for Coach Dee Dee Dillard. It's Chloe Erlewine, a sophomore. As we go along, and I'm assuming you know about this new rule they're implementing this year, Tony. Quarters. Have you heard about the quarters rule?
Yes.
And if you enter in a game, it doesn't matter if it's 10 minutes, it doesn't matter if it's a couple of seconds. You're considered playing a quarter.
In
and
varsity,
in the varsity game, and the scorekeepers are having to make sure they keep track of that. It's very critical. The home book for each, obviously, team is the official book.
I thought your rule that you were saying, I thought it was the flopping rule, that the one I've seen in college they've been calling. I love it.
They implemented that in high school?
No, I wish they did. But I thought that's what you were about to tell me. Yeah. I was like, oh.
No, that was something that I found out at the scrimmage, actually, that this year they're keeping track of the quarters that varsity players play. And if you're on the junior varsity team, obviously you can play a certain number of quarters. It's similar to minutes,
right?
Or it may be quarters too in football. I'm not sure, but they've done it in football for a while.
Yeah. Interesting in different states how different it is.
Callie Queen at the line, can't get the roll. Foul was on J.C. McCall. It'll be her second foul. Fifth on the Lady Wildcats. 3:46 left. Callie Queen will have one more opportunity at the charity stripe to try to break the 7-7 tie. And it's up and good. You've got Queen with a lot of experience, started since her freshman year.
Yes.
You've got Tori Inslee, who started since her freshman year, as a shot wouldn't fall for Southards at the back of the iron. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a traveling violation on Maddie Gilbert as she secured that one but shuffled her feet.
It's like Charlie Siegel and Maddie Gilbert checked into the game.
Yep. 3 by Hood off the mark, and it's Gilbert with the rebound. Knocked out of bounds off of Mary Lovell. Franklin won against Rabun County last year at home. That was, I believe, the season opener last year.
Yeah.
The first of 2 at home, just like this year. Top of the key 3. Wouldn't fall for Queen. Wildcats got a race. Southards, floater, got it. At least Southards for the bucket to give Rabun County a 9-8 advantage. We'll be on Facebook and YouTube tomorrow night. More regular season action as it's the Cherokee Braves invading the Panther Den, and we've got another whistle and another turnover as Lucy Hood shuffled her feet. 2:55 left, first quarter. That'll be a 6:30 start. This one a little earlier than normal because there wasn't a JV boys game, just a JV girls game, and the JV Lady Panthers able to come out victorious in the game previous. Siegel fights her way down, loses control. Southards picks it up, then gives it up. Back it goes.
And because the season's new and there aren't that many stats right now, I'm trying to figure out who's the go-to person for each team. And for Rabun, looks like Southard is the go-to just by watching how they're doing everything to try to get her shots.
3 wouldn't fall. Fight for the board. And we've got a whistle. Was it a foul or a traveling violation?
Foul.
Looks like a foul on Franklin. That one on Inslee. Yes, her first. And the team's third. So Rabun County will get it in bounds underneath their own basket. Through the hands of Southards, they'll say it was touched by Inslee.
Ooh, carry.
Erlewine, pass knocked away, picked up at Southards. Weaving her way, shot wouldn't fall. Rebound Gilbert, and they'll say she was on the baseline. It'll be Rabun basketball with 1:54 left, first quarter. Trouble with the inbounds pass, knocked away. Gilbert with some quick hands. She knocked it out of bounds.
Seems like the ball has been on this end for like 5 minutes.
Carl Sanders checks in for Coach Scott Hartbarger. Southards short with the trifecta. Saved out of bounds. Into the hands of a Lady Wildcat. Fell down in the paint, did Lovell. Hood swings it over. It's Southards. Down to minute 24. Panthers ratcheting up the defense.
Yes.
Almost a turnover. Queen harassing. Hood up top. In the paint. Running shot, no. Out of bounds, kicked around. And they'll say off of a Lady Panther. And okay, I do not have number 3 on my roster. I was looking, I said, I see a 3, but yeah, I have 3 on my roster. Trey Blaylock. She will inbound it.
The Rabun County, they're doing a great job of running their offense. They're not taking any shots they don't want to take. Very patient.
Hood swings it over. Erlewine now deep in the corner. It goes back to Chloe Erlewine. Very patient.
Very. Especially for, they're a high school team to do this. because they've had the ball literally down here since the 5-minute mark. 4-minute mark.
And they got a couple of offensive rebounds,
yes.
too. Blaylock drives in, loses control. Tori Inslee with 23 seconds left brings it across that timeline.
Nice move.
To the hole. Inslee off the glass.
She had a hesitation that stood the defender up and straight to the basket.
Under 10 seconds. See what the Lady Wildcats do. Collision. Heave off the mark, and that should do it. It will. 1 quarter in the books, and a tight one. 10-9 Lady Panther advantage as we take a break. Stay with us. In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
We got the center key. Welcome back as the second quarter is just about ready.
It's actually
to commence,
and this is it's been a high level basketball game. You know,
low scoring, but
low scoring.
very high level. You're right. A lot of good defense, methodical offense, really for both teams.
And for the Lady Panthers, Brianna Carver.
Carver has it, swings it over. It's Queen off the mark with that three. Bobcats got to push. Now back it out. It's Lucy Hood directing traffic. Swing it over to Southard's. Back it goes to Wood. Lovell now going to attack and get bumped. Charlie Siegel will pick up the foul. I understand. I think what you had realized too in the first quarter when you saw Moffitt and Siegel on the court at the same time. Siegel has 40 this year.
Yes.
That was Moffitt's number last year. Top of the key, it's Lucy Hood for three. That gives the Raven County Lady Wildcats a 12-10 advantage. And this year, Moffitt playing with the number 24. Of course, that was Sydney Williams' number last year. Carver swings it up top. Off the hands, picked up. It's Inslee.
And a lot of the players like Siegel and Carver, they were on JV last year. JV team that I think they went undefeated until they got to the championship game.
Yeah. Blaylock's shot from the top of the key wouldn't fall. It's Queen off to the races. She can't get the point blank layup. Trey Blaylock. And it's going to go the other way. Offensive foul on Blaylock.
See Tori right there getting there. Yeah, you know, it's that's a judgment call. You know, and she was there. You know, a great call. I mean, great play by Tori Inslee.
Foul on Blaylock, her first, team sixth. Terrell gives it up. Blaylock. Terrell goes down to the floor and a whistle. And a foul on Raven County. Yep. Foul to go against the Lady Wildcats. The seventh on the Lady Wildcats. So that will send Andrea Terrell to the line as Ellie Southards picks up the foul. That's going to be her second. 6:13 left. Terrell, 1-1, hits the front end. One more at the charity stripe for Andrea Terrell. Can't get that one to go. But again, fans, you know, folks getting off work, maybe getting a bite to eat, checking your phone, checking your computer, and realize that we got some basketball on. Just tuning in. Lady Panthers in white as they get the turnover, and Rabun County in red. A lot of red here. Queen needs some help. Got to get it across the timeline. Just barely do. Carver can't get it to go. Terrell with the rebound and the stick back. Andrea Terrell lifts the Panthers up by 1, 13-12.
And Andrea Terrell, in this first half, she's played solid. Several offensive rebounds and putting that one in right there.
Andrea Terrell, along with Davis Anders, going to be signing on Friday here at the gymnasium to play in college.
Yes, that's so big.
FPSN cameras will be here. We'll post some footage of that event at our Facebook page. So if you haven't liked us, make sure you do. Hood for three, got it. Lucy Hood, her second three.
And we don't have stats for this right now, but I can just tell right now the Lady Panthers are working hard for their shots. And then Rabun, you know, they get out on these breaks, but then they actually hit, you know, 3 threes already.
Southards for three. Rebound Tori Inslee.
And that three-point shot is the great equalizer.
And Scott Harbarger wants to talk things over. 4:35 left here in the second quarter with a 15-13 advantage. I think Scott saw the same thing that you did. Here's a schedule. We're going to be busy the next couple of days, and it is about a 2.5-week break for us here at FPSN. In fact, Tony, the first 10 out of 14 games are on the road.
Yes.
And it's a busy January.
Very busy.
We've got a lot of basketball for you in the middle part of January, culminating on January 31st. That'll be the final regular season night of basketball. It'll be senior night against the Smoky Mountain Mustangs.
Senior night versus Smoky. Wow.
4.5 left. Queen drives in. High off the glass, wouldn't fall. And the Lady Wildcats, what a push. Blaylock pulls up, got fouled. She'll be at the line. The senior, Coach Dee Dillard, will get 2 shots at the charity stripe. (16-13). Second shot up good. Biggest lead. Matches it for the Rabun County Lady Wildcats at 17-13. 4:15 left here in this first half as Terrell drives in, finds McCollum. She lifts the shot, gets it to go just inside the arc.
Nice move.
Yeah, for the Lady Panthers to win this one, Rosa McCollum definitely is going to have to come alive.
Correct.
Down low, the size. That one wouldn't fall. McCollum grabs the rebound. Now some trouble in the backcourt and a turnover. And then Rabun turns it over. Inslee.
Nice move. Wow.
So smooth, but couldn't get the layup to go. Blaylock lost it off of her hands and out of bounds. Back into the game for Coach Dee Dillard, it's Mary Lovell. 3:34 left. Queen gonna slow it down and bring it up.
Traveling.
Another traveling violation. We've seen a number of those in this game.
Yeah.
For both teams, really.
That's one of those things that clears up as the season goes on.
Lucy Hood looks to dish, finds Blaylock. Now back it goes to Hood. Issues. Howard is checked in. She got it knocked away, picked up by Hood. Trying to penetrate. Lovell will travel. Gilbert back into the game for Coach Hartbarger along with McCall Sanders.
I wonder what the turnover count is right now, because it seems like there's been a lot in this first half. And it's happened all kind of quick, too.
McCollum lost it. Last touch by Lady Wildcat. .242 left. Clock's not ticking for some reason. Up and good. Rosalind McCollum makes it 18-17. Clock still is not moving, and now they will whistle and determine how much time should be on the clock. A good probably 30 seconds should have run off the clock. With 2:30 on there. Blaylock will trigger. She gets it into Lucy Hood. And it's Hood. Open. Can't get it to go. McCollum there for the rebound. McCollum definitely has the size advantage.
Definitely.
Underneath, and she has shown it here in this second quarter with a number of rebounds. Coming alive offensively, we've got a tie-up. Aseshinero going to be with the Rabun County Lady Wildcats. .209 to go here in the second. And coming up at the half, the cheerleaders are going to be performing, I do believe. So we've got another traveling violation. At least that's what I was told. We'll have that.
That looked like I don't know if that was travel. That's all.
Euro step, maybe?
I don't know. That's what
jump step?
Dee Dillard was asking the same thing.
Mazzarchi travels with it in the paint, according to the officials. Under 2 minutes left. Inslee. Long board, body's hitting the deck, and we've got a whistle and a foul on Gilbert, I believe. Yeah, it's going to go against Maddie Gilbert. The Panthers will pick up. Now we've lost connection to the scoreboard. Great. What are they doing down there? I'll turn the clock off, and I guess so.
First game.
Jeez. 18-17. We got a minute 41 left here in the second. Foul's going against Avery Moffitt. That'll be her third. Can't get the first. Front end of the 1-and-1 is missed. Panther still clinging on to an 18-17 advantage as Inslee drives in. Inslee can't get it to go. The second layup in the game that she has not been able to get to go. Point-blank layup. Another one. Another point-blank layup. Both teams struggling here in the second. Inslee trouble. Tie-up. Possession arrow going to be with the Panthers. Oh, we got the clock back.
There you go.
I'll take a little break there. Blow out the lines. The old joke about the telephone line. McCollum.
Nice.
And Siegel going to get called for over the back.
And anytime anytime she gets the ball in the paint, she needs to go try to score. It's that to the point now because she's the tallest person out there and, one of the leaders as a senior. She needs to make sure that she's going to, kind of help the load.
Siegel picks up her second. That's going to send Molly Howard to the line. And she hits the front end. Bailey Maloney will check in for Coach Dee Dee Dillard. Taking a seat is Mary Lovell for the Lady Wildcats. 66 seconds remain in this opening half of the regular season opener for the Lady Panthers. Rabun County opened the season back on November 19th. They're 1-0. McCollum powers up. No, got her own rebound and got the bucket.
Nice move by McCollum. Get that.
42 seconds left. The Panthers hold a 1-point edge. It's been back and forth throughout. Biggest lead was 4 by Rabun County. And Lucy Hood once again from beyond the arc.
The great equalizer, 3-point shot.
22-20. See if Inslee,
nice.
She's going to get her pocket picked. We'll see if Inslee can match.
Nice move.
She couldn't. It's Hood off the glass. Had a quick 5-point run inside of a minute left in the second quarter. We'll see if Tori Inslee can hit it at the buzzer. No. Long board, 3 seconds. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Halftime here at the Panther Den. 24-20. Biggest lead so far at 4 for Rabun County. The cheerleaders going to be making their way onto the court. And I've been promised that this is not copyrighted music. Facebook, can you hear me? This is not copyrighted music. They're supposed to play some music. They may not. We'll enjoy the cheerleaders. I hope it's not. All right, we'll take a break. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Hey fans, George Young joined with the head coach of the boys varsity. It's Doug Plemons. New season as a Puntis coach. 2022-23 campaign begins tonight. Of course, last year very successful. You won the conference, ended up in the third round of the state playoffs, and I know a lot of guys graduated. I saw you in the scrimmage a couple of weeks ago, and I was very impressed. You've got some shooters, Coach.
Yes, we've got we got a good balance this year. Last year, as you mentioned, we had an outstanding team with some outstanding players. This year, I think we're going to be, it'll be more spread out. We'll have to look for opportunities to score from different people, whereas last year, Miles and Griffin were the main two, and then we just kind of filtered in around them. This year, I think we're going to have to rely on our defense as we did in the scrimmage to cause turnovers, get out on the fast break, get some easy points that way. I also think we have the opportunity to be a better rebounding team. We got some good height and also some athleticism, and so we can take hopefully that advantage and produce some offensive rebounds, that sort of thing. And then of course the other way to score easy points is to make free throws. And up to this far in the preseason, we've shown that we have the ability to make those free throws. So. Take that, and then with our execution on offense, I think we'll be fine offensively. And then defensively, we're going to try to just pressure up on people, similar to what we did last year. We've still got a lot of length. We got some kids with, good size, long arms, they jump well, quick on their feet. So we're still going to press and see if we can't turn the team over some.
Well, tonight you host the Rabun County Wildcats, a team you lost to last year, one of the 4 losses that you had in the regular season. Coach, this team last year also won their conference, their region in Georgia. Rabun always has a good program. They've had a number of good athletes come out over the past 10 or 15 years. Talk about what you know, at least. I know they played one game about this Rabun County bunch.
We played in the summertime. We're a little bit familiar with them. Excuse me. We're expecting them to bring it to us. They're usually a very physical team. They also play with a shot clock in Georgia, and so they normally that forces them to play a little faster. And so we expect them to try to up-tempo the ball. We don't think that they'll hold the ball very long on offense. The first open shot will probably get shot. So we're knowing that we're going to have to extend our defense and be out on them quickly. Basically, as soon as they come across half court, we've got to be able to guard, because that's how they're used to playing. Again, we played them in the summertime. I know they've got a fine point guard in the Welch kid. They've got a big kid inside, the Hood kid that his brother was the point guard last year. And he's about 6'4", 6'5", left-handed kid that plays inside. Those were their 2 main players this summer. We did not have a full squad this summer. We were able to to play with them. But it seems like you said, they do have a good program. And down through the years, we've played them, and usually it's been a split. Very, very seldom does either team win both games in our series. So, again, we're hoping to get off to a good start tonight. We know that our gym is a tough place to play. We're hoping that our fans will turn out tonight, and we were undefeated last year in our season at home, and also that extends back to the previous year. So we're running on about I don't want to jinx us, but we're running on about a 14 or 15 game home win streak. So we're hoping to make this place again a tough place for people to come in and get a win.
I'll have to look that up and pass that stat along. That's a great stat, Coach. We don't have enough time to talk about this, but you mentioned the shot clock. Mm-hmm. And there's some rulings coming up for the North Carolina side. I know Georgia, as you mentioned, has implemented the shot clock in some conference play. Coach, good luck tonight. And tomorrow night we'll do it again.
That's right. Cherokee tomorrow night.
All right, fans, stay with us. More to come.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back, fans. Just in time for 8 minutes to be put up on the scoreboard, and the third quarter is underway with the Lady Wildcats up 24-20. They have the opening possession, and they'll turn it over on the opening possession. Glad that you're with us. George Young, Tony Christie, fantastic FPSN crew. Clinton Taylor, our executive producer, and Philip Angel on camera tonight. Rosalind McCollum underneath. Gives it up to Moffitt off the glass. Moffitt gets her first points of the night.
Good catch by Avery on that pass.
What do you think Coach Scott Hartbarger talked to his girls about at the half?
Probably being a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end. As I can see, they're running out, making them work.
Almost a turnover. Issues looked like a backcourt violation, and it was. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lady Wildcats to begin this third quarter.
Because if you look in that first half, Rabun County, they were able to just move the ball and be very, very patient. And, as a coach, you don't want that. You want them to work and make sure that besides the fast break points like that, you want to make them work on offense.
Ellie Southards will get the bucket. 26-22, 4-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. It's their biggest of the night. It matches their biggest of the night. Nobody's been able to surpass the 4-point margin. Franklin had a 3-point advantage back in that first half. Inslee not able to get the bucket. She's had some point-blank misses tonight. Deep three, up and good.
For a Lucy Hood.
Lucy Hood is on fire, and that is the biggest lead of the night now for the Lady Wildcats at 29-22. Fans, if you just tuned in and you didn't hear the open, and maybe you haven't followed the Lady Wildcats since they're in the state of Georgia, another turnover. The traveling violation on the Lady Panthers. Coach Dee Dee Dillard's program has been synonymous for some very good teams.
Yes.
But have not made it to the state championship game. They did last year and ended up losing in the state finals. Ellie Southards off the glass.
Yes, and that was a set play right there. What happened is Southards started on the outside. She went, caught the ball, passed it, and then someone set a screen on the backside of that zone for her to get that easy basket.
McCollum for three. It's a 9-point advantage. Lady Wildcats chance to build a double-digit lead. Lucy Hood will force Coach Scott Hartbarger to call a timeout. 34-22, an offensive explosion by the Lady Wildcats. Out of the locker room, it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one. Stay with us.
at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. (34-22). All of a sudden, it's a 12-point lead out of the locker room break, as Raven had a 24-20 advantage. And a 14-point explosion. McCollum will be at the line for a couple. Mary Lovell will pick up the foul. That'll be the first whistled on Rabun County here in the second half, and the first on Mary Lovell. McCollum, 2 shots. Rims out, still get one more.
It looks like Coach Hartbarger is going to apply some pressure if this free throw is made.
Down set up in that full court. Hood going to break it. Swings it over for a 3. Off the mark. Offensive rebound. Now reset with the Lady
Southern.
Wildcats.
And Southern for the 3.
Southern nails another 3. Wildcats flexing their muscle now in this third quarter. McCollum kicks it out, knocked around, and the last touch by Trey Blaylock. And Lady Panthers reset underneath their own bucket. And checking in will be Bailey Maloney for Rabun County. Moffitt on the inbounds off the glass.
Nice move, nice play, set play by the Lady Panthers.
Needed something to stop the bleeding.
Yes.
I don't think that score is right. Off the mark. Rebound underneath, it's Queen. Oh, that's right. That's right. Andrea Terrell couldn't get the first one, but able to grab that offensive board and to stick back up and good. And one at the charity stripe. Blaylock going to pick up the foul. Second on Blaylock. And second on the Lady Wildcats. Terrell could make it just a 9-point advantage. Can't hit it.
Nice steal.
McCollum. Over to Queen. Callie Queen in and out with the 3. Rebound, Moffitt. Lost it. Lucy Hood swings it underneath, and it's secured by Moffitt. That'll be a turnover. Queen going to push. Finds Terrell. Terrell can't get the roll. McCollum with the board. Inslee for 3. No. Fight for it, and Raven's going to come out with it. Southards pushes. Ellie Southards for 3.
I'm about to say, Sutter threw at the Hood, and those two have scored pretty much most of the points in this second half.
Another turnover. Hood blocked. Bailey Maloney is there to clean it up. 39-27, back to a 12-point edge for the Lady Wildcats. Panthers definitely have turned up the offensive and defensive pressure. They have turned up the intensity on offense as that one is slapped out of bounds. Coach Diller going to rotate in one of our bench players. Looks like J.C. McCall has checked in. Lucy Hood directs traffic, going to slow it down. 2:45 with a moving clock here in the third. Still directing traffic, trying to set up a ball screen. Swings it over, knocked around, picked up. Inslee. Corey Inslee able to cut it to a 10-point advantage. 2:27 left. Underneath, Southards wouldn't fall. Rebound, Lady Wildcats. J.C. McCall gives it up. Lovell underneath. Blocking foul. Did they count the baskets? The question.
Yes. Oh, no shot.
You gonna wave it off?
Yeah, he waved it off. Shouldn't have if he's calling the foul.
There's the rebound. It was on the floor before the shot. Yeah, I can see that.
She was in the shot. She picked the ball up. It would have been traveling.
Yeah.
That's.
By the way, that was Avery Moffitt's fourth.
And you can tell the adjustment that Coach Dillard made at halftime. What they're doing is they're attacking the baseline. So they're putting 4 players on the baseline and attacking those 3 or the 2 there in 2-3.
Gilbert couldn't get it to go. One and done for the Lady Panthers. Minute 45 left. Lucy Hood dribbles. Kicks it over. Deep corner, 3. Off the mark. And we're going the other way as it's a Lady Wildcat foul. It'll be the third on Rabun County, and it's the third on Ellie Southards. Seconds left, third quarter. And a turnover. Watts blocked. Not Queen, but there to follow and clean up the blocked shot as Trey Blaylock. 14-point edge. Rosalind McCollum with the running, Jay. Back to a 12-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. Lucy Hood inside the arc. McCollum with the rebound. Another turnover. Lovell will be at the line. Maybe she won't. They'll say it was on the floor.
Yes.
She thought she was going to be on the line. Bree Carver checks in for Scott Hardparker, and we've got a whistle. Looks like a timeout on the floor. 44 seconds left. We'll keep it here and show you that schedule again, because it is a busy schedule. Kind of hard to read in 30 seconds, but mentioned it about 30 minutes ago in the first half. Is the first 10 out of 14 are on the road. Back-to-back nights of basketball we'll have here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. You see the FPSN logo, and then you see the NFHS Network logo on some of the games at East Henderson, at North, and at West Henderson. You'll be able to tune in if you've got a subscription. Back to action here.
Got a offensive foul, screening foul, moving screen. It's interesting on the boys' side, their schedule, how the schedule works for them. Historically, Rabun County's been a very physical team. Cherokee has been a very physical team. And you play Rabun, Cherokee, and then Cherokee, you play them again. Hayesville, then there's another Cherokee in there. So it's going to be a test for the, especially on the boys' side.
Free throws coming up for Callie Queen. Foul whistled on Lucy Hood, her first and the 5th on the Lady Wildcats. Callie Queen will be at the line. Queen gets the first. Non-conference slate is definitely a challenge.
Yes.
We even saw it last year with the conference championship teams that both Hardbarger and Clemens had.
Yeah.
Swain beat Franklin. Rabun beat Franklin.
Correct.
In the non-conference slate. "30 seconds left. We'll see what Coach Dee Dee Dillard instructs her girls. It's like Lucy Hood will give it up and get it back and drain some more clock down to 20 seconds. It's like Hood wants to attempt the last shot. They're trying to get a ball screen. She's open and hits. (46-33) after 3 quarters here at the Panther Den. Fourth and final quarter coming up. Stay with us.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin. Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Fourth quarter underway. George Young, Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, executive producer. The column can't hit. One and done again for the Lady Panthers.
And if you're just tuning in, it's basically been the 3-point line has been the difference.
Yeah. Lucy Hood show.
Yes.
She's got the basketball right now. A couple of heat checkers from beyond the arc. Going to drain some clock now.
Her and Southards, they both been shooting lights out.
Southards has it. And we talked about this off air. We didn't mention it. Didn't have a lot of time there at the half. I wouldn't fall from the corner. Corey Inslee, who was bringing it up court, who said at the break that she really needed to come alive offensively in the second half for the Panthers to come out victorious.
Her and Rosalind McCullum.
And McCollum, we saw her aggressively get some rebounds, and she's gotten some buckets here.
Yeah.
But Inslee has been mysteriously quiet. She'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Oh, I guarantee they scouted. They were like, they're not, because she was she was a conference player of the year for our conference last year. So when you're watching any tape, if you watch tape from last year, she jumps off the page, jumps off the screen. So I guarantee that's why, if you've noticed, they've always been forcing her to the left. And, that's what's been happening right now.
Using her left hand.
Yes. Especially at the basket.
Yeah. And I've said, mistakenly, I guess, was a point-blank layup, but
it's hard.
When you're driving to the left and you're a right-handed shooter,
yes,
it's difficult.
It's very difficult.
Inslee gets the intercepted pass. She'll have it. Moffitt playing with 4 fouls. Falls down. Got tripped. That may have tweaked her ankle. She's grabbing it right now.
That looked bad.
She's going to get up, walk it off. Going to be all right. Saw Lynette and her assistant coming out, and I'm getting up. They ain't coming out here.
Yeah.
She's going to walk it off now. 12-point advantage. It's been that way since early on in the third quarter if you just joined us. It was nip and tuck in that first half as Rabun had a 24-20 advantage at the break. We've got a whistle and a foul coming up, I believe on McCollum. Nope, it's going to go against Andrea Terrell, and that'll be her first. Team's third. Moffitt going to take a seat. Charlie Siegel checks in. It's Southard's. She couldn't hit, but will be at the line. That's going to go against Inslee, her second. Team's fourth. Ellie Southards gets the roll on the first. She'll get one more. .6:16 left in this one. 2 shots at the stripe. 14-point advantage matches Rabun County's biggest so far. Deep three, Inslee off the mark.
Hood's going to slowly bring the ball up.
Yeah, draining a lot of clock.
Yes.
She's got to limit the possessions now. You've got a commanding lead at 14. She's got to make sure that Franklin does not see the ball much in this fourth quarter because you can't score if you ain't got the ball.
That's correct.
Right for it underneath. It's knocked around, and it'll be off of a Lady Wildcat as Lucy Hood could not hit. Thank goodness, from beyond the arc. She's come alive here in this second half. Queen gives it up. It's Inslee. Finds McCollum, who travels. A lot of fans are making their way into the Panther Den. It is almost full on the lower bowl. Lower level of the den. This 72-year-old facility.
I believe it's the oldest in the state, isn't it?
If it's not, I'd like to see one older. Oh, trouble in the backcourt. I don't know if they reset the 10-second, but Queen will be able to get it across the timeline, and she'll be fouled on the way to the hole. Callie Queen will be at that charity stripe with 5:03 left. Foul whistled on Millie Watts for Rabun County. Seventh team foul. First one up and good for Rabun County. And that'll be the fourth, it says, on the board for Millie Watts. I think that's right. One more at the free throw line for Queen. It's up and good. But a timeout on the floor. 5:03 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break. Stay with us.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Welcome back as the timeout is in the books. Both teams come on out. And Rabun has a 12-point lead with 5:03 left here in the ball game. Of course, fans coming up at about 10 minutes at the conclusion. After the conclusion of this one, we'll have the boys varsity Franklin sets up in a full court press. The Wildcats break it. We'll see the 2022-2023 version of the boys varsity after a stellar 21-22 campaign, conference championship, and a third-round playoff berth. Underneath, off the glass, Callie Queen.
Good play.
Cuts it to a 10-point lead.
Now the Lady Panthers have to have a little bit more sense of urgency.
Going to have to call some turnovers.
Yes.
As Coach Dee Dee Dillard just really wants to take the air out of the ball and methodically run her offense. Hood backs it out. And there's a turnover. Under 4 minutes left. Callie Queen. Dangerous pass and almost intercepted, out of bounds off of Ellie Southards.
And the reason why a lot of those passes there, people are getting their hands on them is because the distance between them. They have, when you're playing, especially in a game like this, you have to make sure you cut down the distance of the pass.
In the corner, issues, turnover. Lucy Hood got to be concerned about that 10-second violation as she was coming up so slow. Got it just across before the 10-second clock ran down. Did Coach Dee Dee Dillard yell, "Play Dean, your four corners play"?
That's what it looked
That's
like.
what it looks like.
They're doing the four corners, but what they're doing, they're looking for the baseline. They're waiting for the baseline players to fall asleep, and they're going to try to pass it down to the baseline.
Under 3 minutes left. Lucy Hood drove in. Now going to reset, train more clock.
So they're in the zone, but they actually should be matched up with everyone. And that's the, when you're down 10 in a zone, everyone better match up in pressure. And that's what you have to pressure to get them to speed up, because right now they are dead set on not taking a shot for 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Foul whistled on Inslee, her third. Hood with it. Rebound Moffitt. Knocked away and last touched by Callie Queen. Going to go back to the Lady Wildcats. That'll be the fourth on Inslee.
And Lucy Hood, she's a phenomenal ball handler as well as a shooter, as we've seen tonight.
Timeout called by Coach Scott Hardbarger. 2:22 left in the fourth quarter. Let's look at that schedule once again. As you may or may not have seen it if you just tuned in. But a ball game tomorrow night here on FPSN. Hayesville, the defending 1A state champion Hayesville boys team. That's in Hayesville coming up this Saturday. Then you travel to Cherokee, travel to East Henderson, travel to Raven again, travel to Tuscola again. So it is a difficult stretch to begin the year.
Yes, it is. This schedule looks like the type that your team is very old. You get out there, if they're not old, they'll be old by the end of those away games right there. Very experienced.
The Christmas tournament this year is at Hiawassee, Towns County. I do believe, I did some research, I do believe that Towns County is on the NFHS network. Whether or not they stream the tournament, I'm assuming that they would, but if you've got a subscription, to that service, and you can watch that
And I
tournament.
can tell you right now, what I know from coaching around and knowing, Towns County is actually very, very good. They won the state championship 2 years ago with one of the Hayesville guys was over there, McTaggart.
Jake McTaggart.
Yes. Good defense.
Lucy Hood. Issues. Hensley picks it up.
Yes.
8-point advantage now. 2:04 left. Hood going to get fouled. She'll be at the line. 7th on Franklin. 1-1 coming up for Lucy Hood. Minute 57 left. Hood hits the first.
Kind of figured she was a pretty good free throw shooter because she wasn't passing the ball right there at the end.
Second shot. Off the mark. Turnover. Moffitt grabs the board. Travels with it. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It is 30-second timeout called by Coach Scott Hardbarger. Buck 48 left. Non-point advantage.
Yes.
At this point, Tony, strategy, what's Coach Hardbarger telling his girls here?
Right now, you kind of it's the sense of urgency has to like be pumped up, higher, a little bit higher. You have to make sure you take care of the ball, play tough defense, don't foul, and end it with a rebound. The biggest thing is ending the defensive possession with a rebound.
Do you think Coach Dee Dee Dillard's going to stick with her plan of trying to get a good shot and just drain clock, or do you think she'll go back to her normal offense?
Give it to Dillard. I think that's what, or Hood. She'll give it to Lucy Hood, and
underneath, off the glass, Mary Lovell grabs the inbounds. Back to 11-point edge. Or you can get a set play out of bounds, get some points out of it. Knocked away. McCollum trying to feed Moffitt. Minute 27. Foul from behind. Queen will pick it up. 1-1 coming up.
I don't know if that was anybody from the coaching staff yelling foul. I think that was someone in the stands yelling foul. Because I was looking, I didn't see any coaches say foul.
Lucy Hood hits the first. Yeah, I heard somebody.
Yes, it was. Got to be careful of that right there.
Yeah.
Lucy Hood makes both.
53-40. Back to a 13-point advantage. And on that inbounds play for the layup out of the timeout, it just kind of seemed to take the air out of the gymnasium for the Panthers. Shot wouldn't fall. That's pretty much going to do it. 13-point lead with 57 seconds left as Hood brings it up. Hood just dribbling around. And Queen will pick up her fourth foul.
Yeah, that wasn't the coaches saying foul. I just saw who was saying it. I could.
You know him? Do I know him? Okay.
Yeah, you know. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, someone's saying foul. I don't know who, and I just, because it was quiet in here. It was actually
you
quiet.
can tell
so
me when we get off.
Yeah.
Who it was.
Fouling is a good thing, but not her. So there's a reason why the coach gave her the ball and told her just dribble around.
Biggest lead of the night at 15. Queen couldn't get the roll. Terrell grabbed the rebound. Lost control. Moffitt had it, and she lost it out of bounds. 32 seconds left. We'll see if Rabun just drains the clock. We'll see if the Panthers come up and try to foul us, and what they will. Franklin going to drop the opener.
It's going to be a 5-second call. Jump ball.
Twelve seconds left. It was a jump ball.
Yeah, it was jump ball.
Not a 5-second. Hensley got it to go. That's going to do it. It's a final here at the Panther Den as Coach Dee Dee Dillard and her Rabun County Lady Wildcats advance their mark to 2-0. And Franklin drops to 0-1 on the young season and will be in action coming up tomorrow here at the Panther Den at 6:30 tip against the Cherokee Lady Braves. 55-42, the final in this one tonight. Boys come on to the floor. We'll talk about the boys varsity coming up here in just a few moments. Stay with us. Hey fans, George Young joined with the head coach of the boys varsity. It's Doug Plemons. New season as a puntist coach. 2022-23 campaign begins tonight. Of course, last year very successful. You won the conference, ended up in the third round at the state playoffs, and I know a lot of guys graduated. I saw you in the scrimmage a couple of weeks ago, and I was very impressed. You've got some shooters, Coach.
Yes, we've got we got a good balance this year. Last year, as you mentioned, we had an outstanding team with some outstanding players. This year, I think we're going to be, it'll be more spread out. We'll have to look for opportunities to score from different people, whereas last year, Miles and Griffin were the main two, and then we just kind of filtered in around them. This year, I think we're going to have have to rely on our defense as we did in the scrimmage to cause turnovers, get out on the fast break, get some easy points that way. I also think we have the opportunity to be a better rebounding team. We got some good height and also some athleticism, and so we can take hopefully that advantage and produce some offensive rebounds, that sort of thing. And then of course the other way to score easy points is to make free throws. And up to this far in the preseason, we've shown that we have the ability to make those free throws. So take that, and then with our execution on offense, I think we'll be fine offensively. And then defensively, we're going to try to just pressure up on people, similar to what we did last year. We've still got a lot of length. We got some kids with, good size, long arms, they jump well, quick on their feet. So we're still going to press and see if we can't turn the team over some.
Well, tonight you host the Rabun County Wildcats, a team you lost to last year, one of the 4 losses that you had in the regular season. Coach, this team last year also won their conference, their region in Georgia. Rabun always has a good program. They've had a number of good athletes come out over the past 10 or 15 years. Talk about what you know, at least. I know they played one game about this Rabun County bunch.
We played in the summertime. We're a little bit familiar with them. Excuse me. We're expecting them to bring it to us. They're usually a very physical team. They also play with a shot clock in Georgia, and so they normally that forces them to play a little faster. And so we expect them to try to up-tempo the ball. We don't think that they'll hold the ball very long on offense. The first open shot will probably get shot. So we're knowing that we're going to have to extend our defense and be out on them quickly. Basically, as soon as they come across half court, we've got to be able to guard, because that's how they're used to playing. Again, we played them in the summertime. I know they've got a fine point guard in the Welch kid. They've got a big kid inside, the Hood kid that his brother was the point guard last year, and he's about 6'4", 6'5", left-handed kid that plays inside. Those were their 2 main players this summer. We did not have a full squad this summer. We were able to to play with them, but it seems like you said, they do have a good program. And down through the years, we've played them, and usually it's been a split. Very, very seldom does either team win both games in our series. So, again, we're hoping to get off to a good start tonight. We know that our gym is a tough place to play. We're hoping that our fans will turn out tonight, and, we were undefeated last year in our season at home, and also that extends back to the previous year. So we're running on about I don't want to jinx us, but we're running on about a 14 or 15 game home win streak. So we're hoping to make this place again a tough place for people to come in and get a win.
I'll have to look that up and pass that stat along. That's a great stat, Coach. We don't have enough time to talk about this, but you mentioned the shot clock. Mm-hmm. And there's some rulings coming up for the North Carolina side. I know Georgia, as you mentioned, has implemented the shot clock in some conference play. Coach, good luck tonight, and tomorrow night we'll do it again.
That's right. Cherokee tomorrow night.
All right, fans, stay with us. More to come.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. as we welcome you back inside of the Panther Den, getting set for boys varsity action. Rabun County and Franklin, their annual meeting, one of two here in the 2022-2023 basketball season. Rabun County comes in after losing over the weekend to Rabun Gap Akuchi School. 72-40 was the final in that one. And the boys varsity for the Panthers have yet to play a game. This will be the season opener, just like it was for the girls varsity. These two teams split last season. The incredible run to the conference championship in the third round of the playoffs. One of the four losses, as you heard me talking with Coach Doug Clemens in the interview just a while ago about last year. These two teams split in the regular season. We'll have the starting lineups introduced for both teams. I know a lot of folks, I can tell, are just interested in this new crop of Panthers after such a fantastic season last year. Let's join our public address announcer.
Boys locker room, if you could please move.
Maybe they're not going to start the ask somebody to move. So I'll complete my thought. A lot of folks have made their way into the
contest, the Rabun County Wildcats versus your hometown Franklin Panthers. First, the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Number 3, Huey Blaylock. Number 20, Jayton Henry. Number 14, Cooper Welch. Number 23, Willie Goodwin. And number 32, Jack Hood. Panther fans, go lights out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fans, get on your feet. Starting lineup for your Franklin Panthers. At forward, a senior, number 2, Keller Lamb. At guard, a sophomore, number 3, Max McClure. Forward, a senior, number 22, Parker Kay. At guard, a senior, number 23, Josh Zollner. At center, a senior, number 32, Cal Drake.
All right, that's the lineups for both teams. As we'll get to action here very, very shortly. So I was talking before we had the starting lineups introduced. A lot of anticipation in the house tonight for this new look Panther team. A lot of new faces, but not new names. We have watched these boys out here grow through JV, and even a long time before that. You've seen these guys play a lot, and we're going to find out how this bunch is going to pan out as we are underway here in the 2022-2023 campaign. As McClure's shot is blocked in the corner. Willie Goodwin slaps that one away. Panthers reset. Keller Lamb had it briefly, gives it up to Max McClure. McClure quickly into the corner. Underneath, traveling
yes.
Keller Lamb. And a turnover on the first offensive possession.
And they start with the pressure right now.
Blaylock brought it up, lost control, picked it back up. And finds a 14, and I don't have 14 on my roster. Wonderful. Shot wouldn't fall. McClure grabbed the board, gives it up to Drake. Swings it over to Zollner. 3, got it. Josh Zollner gets the scoring going for the trifecta. Now some full court press. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Parker Cave.
And Huey Blaylock, he's a 5'7" freshman, and he's very good. He can handle. He's a very good ball handler, and he shoots from very deep.
Huey Blaylock with it up top. Over to Mystery 14, swings it over to Henry in the paint. Jaden Henry gets the bucket to go. (3-2). Panthers with the advantage early on in this one. It's Zollner in the corner. Up top to Keller Lamb. Now McClure. Feeds Cal Drake. Spins, shoots. Got the roll.
Nice move right there by Cal Drake. Great feed by Max McClure.
Goodwin with it into the front court. Swings it over and through the hands of Henry and out of bounds. You know what I like about Rabun County's uniforms?
The numbers.
The numbers you can see a mile away.
Yes.
They are great. I wish every team had numbers like that. Baseline, Lamb couldn't get it to go. Blaylock, deep 3. Rebound, Cal Drake.
See, that was the first one. He took that one from.
How tall is Cal? 7 foot, 7'1".
Cal
Like seems to grow every time I see him.
Yes, he's like 6'7" now, 6'7", 6'8".
He's tall as you?
He's taller than me.
He's taller than you.
He's
You're
taller than me.
6'7",
I'm
right?
6'7", yeah. He's like, yes. And he's been working in the gym all summer, spring and summer, just like the rest of the guys.
Parker Cade picks up his first foul. First whistled in the ball game for either team. Jaden Henry drove in, kicked it over. It's Blaylock with it. Check that 14, Mystery 14. We'll have to grab his name to text Cindy here in the break. Official scorekeeper. Parker Cade brings it up.
Good pass.
Gives it up. Zollner off balance. No. Almost grabbed his own rebound. Henry secured it for the Wildcats. Blaylock. McClure with the rebound. Over to Zollner in the corner. 4:50 left at a quick moving first half. Baseline. Drake. Blocked. Goodwin gets fouled near the midcourt stripe.
Right there, that was a great pump fake by Cal Drake. He was so wide open, it kind of surprised him. That's why he wasn't able to get that one off there.
It was blocked by Jack Hood, who is 6'5". We actually have the heights on the Rabun roster. In the paint, shot wouldn't fall. Offensive rebound, and the second shot doesn't fall for the Wildcats. Off to Max McClure. Now Lamb finds Cade. Over to Zollner. As Max McClure now going to reset for Coach Doug Clemens. Zollner underneath Drake. Got his own rebound. Third opportunity. Can't get the roll, but Cal Drake will be at the line.
Way to work right there by Cal Drake. Down low.
Foul whistled on Willie Goodwin. That'll be his first and the team's first. 2 shots for Cal. Can't hit the first. One more, and it rims out. Goodwin with the rebound. Blaylock tiptoes, gives it up. Goodwin, shot good, and the foul. Willie Goodwin will be at the line. Foul whistled on Max McClure. His first and the team's third. And Goodwin
banks it in.
Will bank in the and one for Coach David Adcock. It is Rabun County Wildcats coming off a Conference Region Championship season last year, and they made it to the second round of the state playoffs. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a Wildcat. McClure gets it inbounds. Lamb,
jump ball,
goes up, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is with Rabun County. Turnover in the backcourt. McClure. Wouldn't fall. Henry with the rebound. They'll push the Wildcats and turn it over. Trying to feed Hood up court. Tied at 5 here in the first quarter. Drake. Fade away. Wouldn't fall. Fight for the rebound. Got it.
And one.
Cal Drake will be at the line for the and one. Showing his muscle underneath.
Yes. And you have to remember, these guys that are playing for the Panthers, none of them played more than probably 7 minutes a game, 8 minutes a game last year. So they were on varsity. So this is actually a good to see them out there and after it right
Another
now.
turnover.
Good pass.
Cade gives it up.
Passing.
Max McClure.
Great pass by Parker Cave and great pass by Joshua Zollner.
Jaden Henry on the elbow.
And that was good defense by Keller Lamb. Just better offense.
Moore brings it up, finds Lamb. Cave directing traffic in the corner. Now going to back in. Drake with the jump step, and he'll get fouled. I'll say he was in the act.
Yes.
But Drake will be at the line. Foul on Willie Goodwin, his second. 2:21 left first quarter. Drake hits the first. Ty Hanley checks in for the first time in the ball game as Parker Cave takes a seat for Coach Doug Clemens and the Panthers. 11-7, one more at the charity stripe for Cal Drake, and he gets it to go. Almost a turnover.
Yes.
Well, whistle going to go against Keller Lamb. It'll be his first, and that'll be the fourth on Franklin. Luke Van Hook has checked in off the bench. Double dribble.
Yes. Good hands there by Joshua Zollner to make the ball handler pick it up and dribble again.
Drake feeds, baseline, Van Hook, no. Rabun grabbed the rebound, it's going to be intercepted by Van Hook. Baseline jumper, Cal Drake. Issues again, another turnover. Van Hook gives it up, Drake. He'll be at the line. Well, one thing that Coach Clemens told me, he also mentioned it in the interview earlier today about the up-tempo pace of Rabun County, and he attributed that to the shot clock in Georgia high school basketball.
Yeah.
The intensity. When you only have 35 seconds, you've got to get into your offense and move and get a shot off.
Yes, and that's when you get to college, that's the only time you actually get to, right now for these guys, you get to college, there's a shot clock. And the transition, I remember playing, and it was like night and day. It seemed like, okay, just you can play defense for, that much harder because it's only 35 seconds. So that is it is a big thing. And that's why they play defense, so hard like they do.
Timeout here on the floor.
Yes.
First stoppage in action we have had in this ball game. 14-7. The Panthers have doubled up the Wildcats.
And right now the Panthers are shooting 35.7%, and Rabun County is shooting 37.5%. The Panthers are 1 for 3 from 3, 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Rabun County is 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
Drake can't hit the first. He'll get one more.
The big thing right now, the glaring thing that's jumping off the stat screen for me is the turnovers. Rabun County has 7. 7 to the Panthers 3.
Can't hit the second. Rebound, McClure. A lot of fight.
Yes.
And it's going the other way. We've got a whistle and a foul on McClure, I believe. That'll be the 5th on the Panthers. And the first on Max McClure. Minute 40 left here in the first. Clemens rotating in some bench players. They'll set up full court. Zarn is checked in off the bench.
Yes.
Henry wouldn't fall. He was nicked. And he'll be at the line.
Right now you have Luke Van Hook in there, Ty Hanley, Cal Drake, Braylon Zarn, and Attic Sutton.
Henry can't hit the first. Foul was whistled on Ty Hanley, who's just checked in. 6th foul on the Panthers. Is that 42 out there? My goodness, this schedule or this roster. I don't have a 42 on
That's
my
Luke
roster.
Van Hook.
No, for Rabun.
Oh, for Rabun. Oh, if you got off Max Preps.
Did not have a lot of time between games. And we've got a whistle heading the other way, and it's on 42 maybe. I couldn't hear what he said. Just ask Cindy for number 14. I'm going to ask her for number 42 as well. Minute 25 to go here in the first. DeZarn swings it up top. Attic Sutton. Sutton to Cave. Cave going to attack. To the hole. Parker Cave off the glass. Blaylock brings it up. Parker Cave getting whistled for the reach-in foul. Cooper Welch is number 14.
Gotcha.
I don't even have on this roster. He may have just come off the football team. Kay picks up his second. Back of the iron. DeZarn into the front court. Luke Van Hook. Now to Hanley. Back to Van Hook. And DeZarn going to reset. 45 seconds left. This exciting first quarter. Up and down as Sutton gives it up to Lamb. Lamb finds Hanley off the glass. Ty Hanley. No flex to the crowd. Got to be careful.
Yes, definitely have to be careful.
See him on the replay. One shot for Ty Hanley as the foul was whistled on Tristan Burrell. That'll be his first, 6th on Rabun. And Hanley gets the roll. 19-7, Franklin advantage.
And this full court pressure, even though, they've been able to score a few, it has, disrupted their rhythm.
Cooper Welch with it. Welch finds big 42 underneath. Shot wouldn't fall. Rebound, Hanley. He'll have it. Braylon DeZarn drove in, gives it up. Off the mark. That'll do it. 1 quarter in the books, 19-7. Exciting first half. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. We begin the second quarter. Glad you're with us on YouTube and Facebook. George Young, along with Tony Christie, Clinton Taylor, our executive producer. Fantastic FPSN crew. Philip Angel with us, running cameras. 3 off the mark, back of the iron, and a whistle underneath is heading the other way. Zarn's shot from beyond the arc wouldn't fall. Foul going to be whistled on Keller Lamb. That'll be the 7th team foul on Franklin. So, actually, the 8th team foul on Franklin. So, we got a 1-and-1 situation coming up for Cooper Welch. Can't get the roll. Rebound, Cal. Drake gives it up to Sutton. We'll call out the offense for Coach Doug Clemens. Drake. Underneath the rebound, it's Sutton. Finds Drake again. Drake goes in, and he's going to be fouled. One thing to mention, too, and we didn't have a lot of time to cover this in the pregame of this one, but a lot of guys that on the football team just came onto the basketball court because Rabun lost on Friday in the 3rd round of the Georgia high school football playoffs to Swainsboro. So you've got some players coming off the football field getting into basketball shape.
Yes.
And so you kind of expected some growing pains for Coach David Adcock early on in the season, but he's kind of used to this because the Rabun football team advances very deep in the playoffs each and every year.
Yes, and that's it's the same thing for Franklin as well. They have Ty Hanley out there.
Good one off the glass.
Jacob Gibson, a couple of football players out there too.
The difference there is Franklin's football season's been over for about a month.
Yeah.
Inside the arc, Luke Van Hook shot wouldn't fall. Bodies everywhere. Jump ball on the possession arrow with Rabun.
Good hustle by Luke Van Hook on that one to slide in there. Usually the first person to the floor is the one that actually benefits from any loose ball.
Cooper Welch spins with the basketball, guarded by DeZarn. Swing it over. It's Goodwin. Back out beyond the arc. Henry lost control in the paint. DeZarn slap back at his face, out of bounds. Cooper Welch gets the bucket to go. A couple of quick points for Rabun County. Cut into that Panther lead, 21-11, a 10-point advantage, and a traveling violation. Coach Doug Clemens has allowed some of his starters to rest at the beginning of this second quarter, but we'll see most likely check back in.
And I think there's a couple of them in foul trouble.
Yeah.
That's probably the issue.
In the foul department also contributing.
Yes.
Goodwin gives it up. Shot wouldn't fall for Jack Hood. Another shot, another offensive rebound. Hood kicks it out. Laylock, baseline, in and out. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle. But who is it on? It's the question. Going against Hanley. That'll be his second. Going to send Jack Hood to the line. 1-1, missed the front end, and it's Hanley with the rebound. 10-point advantage as Sutton brings it up across the timeline. Dangerous pass, a long pass, knocked away by Goodwin.
That's another one of those I was talking about, during the women's game. The length of the pass, a guy has, enough time on defense to run in between that. So you have to shorten those passes down.
Drake in the corner. Zollner off balance. Rabun got to race out with it. It's Henry gives it up to Goodwin. Wouldn't fall. Another offensive board. Slapped away and a reach-in foul on the Panthers. It'll be Zollner?
Sutton.
No, it's going to go against Sutton. The freshman picks up his first. 10th team foul on Franklin, so double bonus the rest of this half.
And right
Goodwin
now,
will have one more.
And right now, they're shooting. They're 1 of 7 from the free throw line, and we're 6 of 10. So in this free throw shooting contest, we actually have the advantage right now. The Panthers do.
Both shooting in the 30s percentage-wise. As Goodwin will hit the second. Sutton calls out the offense for Coach Doug Clemens. So we approach 5 minutes left in this opening half. Hanley, collision, blocking foul on Rabun. I believe it's going to go against Jaden Henry.
With that collision and knowing, Ty's a running back, that looked like, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it did. Second whistled on Henry and the 8th on Rabun. 1-1 for Ty Hanley. Can't hit the first. And the lane violation over the back. It gets added Sutton. That'll be his second quick foul.
Yes, and now for the next 4 minutes and 56 seconds, all these fouls are going to end up as free throws.
Willie Goodwin, 2 shots. Can't hit either. And Sutton slowly bringing it up.
2 of 8 from the free throw line.
Attic Sutton thought about it, gives it up. It's Drake off the glass. Henry for 3. Drake with a rebound. Zollner into the front court. Now Reed Raby has checked in. He's got it up top. Inside the arc. Raby's shot, no. Zollner with the rebound and then the foul immediately.
What's it?
On who and what?
There's no way.
Occurred. I know. I was.
If he did, so that means the basket counts. Oh, if you saw. What? He look in the replay right here.
There we go.
He catches it. They call the foul right there.
Oh, yeah. He was undercutting him.
Yes, and he had the ball. Yeah. Unless they called it before he actually had the ball, which
it was simultaneous.
Yes,
I reckon.
It was one of those plays that you didn't think that he was actually going to make that shot because that was a tough shot. That was a difficult shot right there.
Zollner can't hit the front end.
This is definitely not a master class in free throws.
No. Blaylock weaving. Got it poked away. It's picked up. Cooper Welch underneath, knocked around. Goodwin from the free throw line. Drake with the rebound. He gets it slapped away. Off the official, out of bounds. It was last touched by Rabun. What are the fans upset about?
They thought they didn't see it hit off the official, so they thought it was supposed to be their ball.
Sutton will travel with it.
And right now, Cal Drake leads all scores with 13 for the Panthers.
Is he the only one in double figures?
Yes.
Palmer off the glass. Approaching 3 minutes left. Drake into the corner. It's Handley. Now Zollner. Handley lost it. Out of bounds off of Rabun. They have an injury. I think Cooper Welch got slapped in the face. Up high, Zollner. To the hole, Zollner.
Nice move.
And a turnover. Jack Hood had some issues.
Yes.
And air mailed it.
The pressure has worked.
It has.
That is the 10th turnover by Rabun County. 11th turnover.
Braxton Deal is checked in for Coach Doug Clemens. Nathan Thompson in for Coach David Adcock and the Wildcats. 2:17 left.
Too late. Right there, what happened is Joshua Zollner has to wait for the big man to come establish a position before he starts going off on that screen.
Illegal screen.
Yes.
First whistled on Braxton Deal. Panthers well over the limit, but it was a player control foul. Out of bounds, off of who's the question. Last touched by Noah Brannon off the Panthers. Wildcats reset. Cooper Welch set to trigger. And it goes to Palmer. He'll quickly get it underneath to Welch off the glass. Non-point advantage, the closest the Wildcats have been in a while. 25-16. The pace is kind of slowed down here in the late minutes of the second quarter, really for both teams.
You know, at the beginning they were running around, so I was like, it was moving kind of fast. And, you know, first game, you know, you're moving that fast.
A lot of adrenaline.
Yeah. It's going to go out. It's going to drain your energy fast.
Yeah. Both teams seem to have settled in and running their offenses. Drake underneath. Got the roll. 15 points for Cal Drake. 11-point advantage. Knocked away. It's a steal. Josh Zollner.
Josh Zollner with 5 points.
Almost another turnover. Into the front court. Welch travels. .66 seconds left. Jacob Gibson is checked in. Fan favorite. Braylon DeZarn runs the point, gives it up. Brandon had it briefly. Wow. Collision. Somehow Deal stayed afoot after the collision in the paint, and he's able to get the bucket. 31-16. Goodwin. Hope we got the line.
And that's actually not a bad foul because the people that are out there right now, they're all reserves except for Zollner.
And get the first. Trent Thompson is checked in for Coach David Adcock. And the Wildcats. 41 seconds left. 41.6 to be exact. Second up and good for Willie Goodwin. Whistle and a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. If you just joined us, a lot of folks have tuned in for the boys' action. Here's a schedule. It is a tough one early on. In fact, first 10 out of 14 are on the road. But we've got back-to-back games on YouTube and Facebook tonight and tomorrow night. Panthers hosting the Cherokee Braves here at the Den. Then at Hayesville, at Cherokee, at East, at Raven again, and then at Tuscola.
Yes.
Before coming back home to host the Pisgah Black Bears.
And it works. That's actually a very good, for me as a coach, I'm looking at that. That's a great schedule because you get a lot of away stuff out early, and then now just take care of business at home.
Road trips are where you bond, right?
Yes. That's where your team learns. Yes, learn each other.
Get to get out of school sometimes early.
Playing in hostile environments.
Yep.
Get it over.
Issues in the backcourt. Huey Blaylock.
Somebody get in the middle. Throw it to the middle. There you go.
Brannon gives it up to DeZarn. DeZarn shot from the baseline. No. Rebound. Jacob Gibson, and then he lost it out of bounds. 14.5 seconds left. Cooper Welch. He'll be at the line. Thanks to the chagrin of the fans over here.
Braxton Dill was there. He actually got there.
Zollner going to pick up his second. 42 is Mike Swagger.
Okay.
Just found that out, so he's on the roster, just a different number. First shot up, no good. Cooper Welch will have one more.
It's actually 3 of 14 right now.
Heading the other way.
Should actually be free throws.
Two shots coming up for Braxton Deal after the foul was whistled on Trent Thompson, his first. Both teams are well over the limit now. As you can see on our on-screen scoreboard, we've got the fouls, possession, if the team's at the bonus or not. First one up and good for Braxton Deal. Second shot, no. Final 5 seconds. Goodwin, running shot. Wouldn't fall. Gibson with a rebound, and that'll do it. 32-19 at the break for the boys varsity. 13-point edge. We're going to have a special presentation here up at Told. Right directly of the Player of the Month. And then we're going to play a feature on the Player of the Month that Clinton Taylor put together.
And we would like to take a few moments to present the Franklin High School Athlete of the Month Award. This award is sponsored by First Citizen Bank and Corbin Dental. Corbin Dental is a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin with deep local roots and a passion to service to the community. Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. Founded in Smithfield, North Carolina, and managed by the same family for 3 generations, First Citizens has been helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 100 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. The November 2022 Franklin High School Athlete of the Month Award goes to a member of the varsity men's soccer team, Mr. Noel Rivera. Noel is a senior at FHS and helped lead the varsity men's soccer team to the 2022 Mountain 7 Conference Championship. This is the second conference championship in school history. Noel has put up some amazing numbers this year. Here are some of the stats. 33 goals scored this season, which is third most in history. 1.6 goals per game average, first in points at 67, and first in goals scored in the Mountain 7 Conference, third in goals scored, and fourth in points in 3A Western Region, and 2-time Player of the Game recipient. His hard work paid off by being named the 2022 Mountain 7 Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Noel was voted as a member of the 2022 NCSCA Region 11 3A All-Region team and became the top regional nominee in the coaches' voting to represent the region at the state level, where he became the first player in FHS history to become a member of the NCSCA All-State team. He will be playing in the All-State match in early 2023 as part of this honor. Coach K stated that Noel has worked extremely hard over his 3-year varsity career to not only help his team be successful, but to accomplish many individual feats that have never happened in the history of Panther soccer. He has been a pleasure to coach as part of an amazing senior class. I can't wait to see where his future will take him. Please join us, Panther fans, in congratulating Noel on being the November 2022 FHS Athlete of the Month.
Congratulations. We'll have a fantastic piece. Noel coming up here. Just a few moments after the cheerleaders perform. They're going to be on screen here in a moment. Here they come. They'll perform, and then we'll hear again from our athlete of the month. All right, fans, we'll take a break. Stay with us.
The FHS Athlete of the Month is sponsored by the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental. The November Athlete of the Month is Noel Rivera, men's soccer.
Hi, my name is Noel Rivera. I'm a senior. I play soccer at the Franklin High School. My earliest memory of the game is watching Germany versus Argentina in the World Cup final. Ever since then, my love for the game has grown. This year, I was a Mountain 7 All-Conference selection. I was also Offensive Player of the Year and regional selection. And for the first time in school history, I was an all-state selection for soccer. After high school, I'm looking to play soccer in college, and I'm looking into Milligan or Mars Hill.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin. Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. Both teams out of the locker room, and they're getting set for the third quarter. 32-19, a 13-point edge for Coach Doug Clemens and the Franklin Panthers in the season opener. Rabun opened their season this past Saturday with a loss to Rabun Gap. Exciting first half as it began. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of anticipation, I think, for both teams. And it's a rival game. Both teams up and down the court kind of settled in there.
Yes.
Late second quarter.
Yes, and now in this third quarter, there's going to be adjustments. Guys are probably going to really settle in. And it's one of those things that, coaches talk about the first 4 minutes. The first 4 minutes of this second half is going to be important for both teams. Whether, it can be a blowout win or it can be, they can come back and make it a ball game out of this.
Quick stats, both teams shooting 40% from the field, but really the free throw line, dreadful 20% from the free throw line. Panthers at 50% of the charity stripe. Franklin with the basketball to begin the third quarter. It's Josh Zollner going to give it up. Lamb kicks it over. Parker Cave back to Zollner.
And the one sole three-pointer has been made by Franklin.
And Drake going to walk with it. That was Josh Zollner, wasn't it?
Yes, and that was the first bucket of the game. 1 of 6 for 3 for the Panthers, and 0 for 4 by Rabun County.
Franklin shooting 12 of 30, and Rabun 8 of 20 so far in the game. 7:23 as the ball's knocked out of bounds. Rabun retains possession. Blaylock with it, gives it up to Welch. Back it goes to Blaylock. Goodwin. He'll get the bucket to go. Got the roll. He's been a bright spot for David Adcock and the Rabun County Wildcats. He's been much of their points so far in the ball game. Zollner fadeaway no, and the board off to Huey Blaylock. Blaylock dribbling around, finds Cooper Welch. On the back pass into the corner, a three off the mark for Jaden Henry. And the board off to the Panthers. It's McClure.
Blaylock's fun to watch.
There he is. Keller Lamb for 3. 35-21 to get the scoring going here in the second half.
And most of that first half, the starters were actually on the bench because several of them were in foul trouble. Max McClure was in foul trouble. Keller Lamb and Parker Cave were all in foul trouble.
Welch's shot wouldn't fall. Long rebound out of bounds. Yes, you got to credit the bench players. That was the one thing that coming into the season, you knew you had some pretty good starting 5.
Right.
It was the bench you were really concerned about.
And they were young,
Very
because
young.
they're young. They don't have the experience, but they've been playing with these guys, and I know these guys are pushing them as well.
Zollner gives it up to Cave. Now it's Drake inside the arc. Nothing but net. 37-21. Franklin building onto that halftime advantage. In the corner, Henry gives it up to Goodwin, and we've got a whistle and a foul going against Franklin. That'll be the first whistled on the Panthers here in the second half. And it's going against Parker Cave. Fans, make sure to tune in tomorrow night. We've got back-to-back nights of basketball as the inbound pass goes to Jack Hood. Swing it around up top. It's Jaden Henry. Almost a steal. Goodwin kicks it out. Welch for three. And on the rebound, a whistle. What did he call?
I don't even know. He said push on Keller Lamb, but it looked like they both were jumping.
It's going against Lamb. Third on Keller Lamb. Tomorrow night, it's the Cherokee Braves and the Franklin Panthers here at the Den. Have all the action for the varsity side. 6:30 is when the girls' varsity will tip. Jack Hood backs in, and we've got a whistle and an offensive foul going against Jack Hood.
Raven County is going to, the first time, show some pressure.
Zollner with it. They'll back off for the Wildcats with the pressure. McClure. High off the glass and good. You know, Max McClure was pretty quiet there in that first half.
He had 2 fouls in the first quarter, so he's been sitting down for a long time.
We'll see if he gets going here in the second half. Hits the deck, trying to get that pass. 3 ball wouldn't fall. McClure grabs it. Up court, off the glass. It's Cal Drake.
Good pass by Max McClure. You can tell it's a different intensity with these guys out there. Because in that toward that second quarter to the end, it was a lot of the bench guys were out there. Now the starters are out there, and they're settling into play how they know how to play.
Well, you can tell there's a sense of urgency.
Yes.
On the offensive side. Deep three from the corner. On the rebound, another foul whistled on Jack Hood, I believe. That'll be his third.
Great position by Parker Cave to good block out right there so we can get the foul.
4:15 left here in the third quarter. Ball knocked away. Picked up by McClure. 3, back of the iron for McClure. Board secured by Zollner underneath.
Good pass.
Off the glass.
Good finish.
And good. Parker Cave. Henry. We'll get the J. 20-point advantage at 43-23. 3.5 left, third quarter. Cave lost it, but they'll say it was knocked away. They had a whistle, reach in on Henry. Yes, Jaden Henry picks up his third. Glad you're with us. I'm George Young along with Tony Christie. Fantastic FPSN crew. Clinton Taylor, executive producer. You see in our post on both of our social media outlets of Facebook and YouTube a PayPal link to support our broadcast. Cal Drake will be at the line as he was fouled going up.
And Cal knows what I'm going to say to him. You better dunk that ball. Like that was way too much room. He right there. That was the perfect time. But just like we said before, they hadn't played that much. This is they're getting a lot of run right now for these guys, these starters right now.
Cal gets the first.
Oh yeah, right here, enough room. Yes, he should have took off before that and dunked it, put it right on his head.
And the second shot, back of the iron, rebound, whistle, and reach-in foul on Parker Cave.
That's his
fourth on Parker Cave. He's going to take a seat. Van Hook checks in, along with Ty Hanley. 3:06 left third quarter, 44-23. 22-point edge for the Panthers. Blaylock into the front court. Blaylock, a deep three. Knocked around, kicked around, and I think it's off of a Wildcat. Hanley will trigger. And now Rabun will pick up full court. McClure up to Zollner. 2:40 left. Zollner crosses into the front court in a double dribble.
I don't know how. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think it looked like a double dribble because Blaylock actually did hit the ball.
And have the best angle on it from our vantage point. Jaden Henry in the corner, going to find Goodwin. Back to Henry, three. Got it. Jaden Henry gives the Wildcats some life. Max McClure, shot blocked. Both Welch and McClure hit the padding behind the basket. Max will jump up. He'll be all right. First whistled on Cooper Welch. McClure for two at the free throw line. (45-26). McClure could make it a 20-point advantage again. And he does. We've got a whistle. We've got a timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Here's the broadcast schedule for FPSN here in the winter. A couple of games back-to-back, then a 2.5-week break. December 16th, Pisgah, and then the 20th, a Tuesday before Christmas.
Yes.
Against North Henderson. And then a wrestling broadcast, our first ever wrestling broadcast will be on January the 6th. That'll be, I think, senior night for the wrestling team. A busy January, to say the least.
Yes. That's good. Wrestling gets a little bit of airtime there. You ever wrestle?
I have not.
I did. It was
interesting.
It was interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
There. The basketball coach was the wrestling coach in middle school, so he made me wrestle. It's one of them things.
Pass intercepted. Zollner feeds up court. Van Hook. Blaylock quickly down court into the corner. It's Henry again. No. Blaylock with a rebound. Dishes it off. Goodwin. And Willie Goodwin with the bucket to make it a 46-28 Panther lead. Zollner hits the deck. Rabun comes out with it. Cooper Welch. And a reach-in foul.
Looked like it should have been a jump ball.
Caleb Chapman going to pick up his first foul as Coach Flemons has emptied his bench. Cal Drake and McClure, along with Zollner, still out there as starters. Chapman in there, along with Van Hook. So we'll see that, I'm sure, through the fourth quarter if this lead stays in double digits. Deep three, Cooper Welch, long board, secured by Luke Van Hook. Give it up to Zollner. 60 seconds left.
Good pass.
Van Hook gets fouled. And he'll be at the line.
Good anticipation and pass by Zollner on that backdoor cut. Look at him right here. He cuts. That was between two. That was between two people.
Van Hook can't hit the first. We'll get one more. Goodwin with the rebound. Knocked away, and it's off of Goodwin. That'll be a turnover for the Wildcats. As we approach the fourth quarter. McClure bounce pass. It's Drake working. He got fouled. And Cal will be at the line for a couple.
Cal is being aggressive. That's a big thing right there for the Panthers, that his aggressiveness has caused everyone else to be aggressive too.
Goodwin picks up the foul. It's his fourth. Drake hits the first.
He leads all scorers with 21 points.
Second shot up and good. Back to 20-point edge. 37 seconds left. Jarrett Giles with it. Feeds underneath, knocked away. And they call a foul?
Yeah. Loose ball foul. He was reaching around him when they were laying on the ground there.
Caleb Chapman will pick up the foul. That'll be his second. And he goes to Hood, kicks it out. A deep three by Giles. And a long board out of bounds to the Panthers. 23.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Zollner swings it out. Just inside the arc.
Yes. I'm going to tell Caleb after the game, that was the worst shot in basketball. Foot was on the line.
Caleb Chapman gets the bucket. Giles able to get it on the baseline and off the glass. That's going to do it for the third quarter. 20-point advantage at 50-30 as we head to the fourth right after this. Welcome back as we are underway in the fourth quarter.
Parker Cabe checked back in with 4 fouls. See how he manages his reaching, and because his prowess is defense.
Henry will be at the line. Josh Zollner will pick up his third. That'll be the sixth on Franklin. Jaden Henry at the charity stripe. He gets the first. Max McClure into the front court. 6 points in the ball game for McClure. He'll have it deep in the corner. Got to feed Cal Drake. And Drake will get bumped. Be at the line for 1-1. Cooper Welch picks up his second. Well, a lot of fans. It looks like they saw what they needed to see and have headed to the exits. Al Drake couldn't hit the front end, and on the rebound, it was kicked. Still a nice contingent up on the second level near us. Welch splits a double team. Then he gets it knocked away, picked up. Blaylock. Trenton Thompson in the corner.
Good block.
Feed Hood. Blocked. Blaylock weaving his way. Bounce pass intercepted. McClure can't get it to go. Drake with the offensive rebound. He'll be at the line once again as that one would not fall. Couldn't get that roll.
This will be the, for Cal, this will be the 15th and 16th free throw.
Back to 20-point lead. Hits them both. Knocked away. McClure. He'll be at the line. Cooper Welch picks up the foul. That'll be his third. And the 10th team foul for Rabun. 2 shots for Max McClure. He hits the first. Sutton going to check into the game for Doug Plemons along with Noah Brannon. McClure's second shot up and good. Braylon DeZarn has also checked in. And looks like a timeout going to be whistled by David Adcock. And the Rabun County Wildcats want to talk it over with 6:28 left. We'll take a break. Back after this.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Welcome back. Out of the timeout, Rabun has it. Giles up top. Guarded closely by DeZarn. Now in a double team. He'll give it up. Knocked out of bounds. Evans Palmer is checked in, I believe. So Coach Adcock gets some of his players off the bench. Welch shot no. A couple of chances underneath and a whistle and a foul.
Foul on Parker Cade.
And that's going to be the 5th on Cade. He'll take a seat. In a tough luck night.
Yes.
Trent Thompson will be at the line. First shot up and good. Thompson will have one more. Offensive rebound by Cooper Welch. Kicks it over to Giles. Now bounce pass underneath, intercepted. Trying to hit Drake underneath, knocked away. Giles into the front court for the Wildcats. Another pass going to be intercepted. Another turnover. Feeding Brannon, baseline. That one wouldn't fall. Trent Thompson with the rebound for the Wildcats. Down to 5:15 left. Welch, deep three. He got it. Cooper Welch with a trifecta. The Zarn drives in, knocked away. Cooper Welch with it, up court. Thompson. Now Giles, three. Rebound Palmer. They'll feed back out. Welch, another three. That one wouldn't fall. And on the rebound, a whistle heading the other way.
Yes, Cal shooting from some more free throws.
That one was on Jack Hood, his fourth. Should be two, yeah. Well, as we look forward to the conference slate, we had a non-conference game tomorrow for the Panthers against Cherokee, but then we'll take a 2.5-week break of doing the games on Facebook and YouTube. But they come back home on the 16th of December. That'll be a conference game against Pisgah. The conference tournament that we have done, I think, 5 consecutive years. Guess where the conference tournament is this year?
Probably East Flat Rock.
Tuscola.
Oh, Tuscola. Okay,
Waynesville.
close. Okay.
It was in Pisgah last year, in Canton. This year it's in Waynesville.
I was going to say the
There's
furthest
still a question.
possible. The furthest possible place.
Oh, that would have been East Henderson. It's been at East Henderson
East
before.
Flat Rock, yeah.
Or Brevard. When the Brevard was in the conference.
Yep.
Shot good by Cooper Welch. He'll be at the line for the and one situation. Still up in the air as to whether or not we'll be able to live stream. Because evidently Tuscola just doesn't like live stream.
Yeah.
Unless it's WLOS and Sinclair Broadcasting. They've allowed them to come. And
Yes.
have no problem with them. We'll work it out. Hopefully we'll have the tournament. Traveling violation in the backcourt. We got a whistle and a timeout going to be called by Doug Clemens. So Doug wants to talk it over. We'll take a break as well. Back after this.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back. Waiting on the official. Now the official has come onto the court. We're good to go out of the timeout. Giles with it, going to be harassed. Welch, three. Got it. Back-to-back threes for Cooper Welch. Panthers will have it. Outlet pass, DeZarn. Goodwin with the rebound for the Wildcats. trying to fight their way back at it. High pass, Welch into the corner. And an errant pass trying to feed. Good one, picked up by Sutton. Sutton going to slow it down, under 4 minutes left. And a turnover. Welch couldn't get it to go. Hanley for 3. Now the pace that we saw in the first quarter is back here late in the fourth quarter.
And it is shooting, traveling.
Both teams back and forth.
Traveling.
And a traveling violation.
Yes. Helter-skelter.
Yeah. Jack Hood going to check back in as he is playing with 4 fouls. Also, Jaden Henry back in. The starters back into the game for Coach David Adcock as cut that lead to 14.
Yes, and he has, and the Panthers have, okay, the Panthers are coming back with, because right now they have 4 guys that played JV last year, and then Ty Hanley didn't even play basketball last year. So
you got Lamb along with McClure back into the game, and Kyle Drake.
Yes, to come put some stability back in there. And
it's just a 14-point edge here, and the 3-ball has been landing for Welch late here in the fourth. He's got it, double team, swings it up top. Now Goodwin into the corner, Henry finds Hood, gets position, can't get it to go. Goodwin with the rebound, offensive board, Blaylock shot, good. Huey Blaylock with the J, 55-43, 12-point advantage. Coach David Adcock, he wants to talk it over. Going to be a 30-second timeout. Once again, the schedule of events for the Panther basketball teams coming up in the next 3 months. 4 months if you include the tournament. Tomorrow night we'll have Cherokee game. 6:30 girls, about 8 o'clock or so, the boys varsity.
Full slate tomorrow.
Full slates. 2 JVs, 2 varsities. Only had 1 JV tonight. No junior varsity boys team for Rabun County. Braylon DeZarn into the front court. Was it off a Wildcat? No, it wasn't. Backcourt violation. Zollner going to check back in. Braylon DeZarn takes a seat. 2:51 left in the fourth. Huey Blaylock swings it over. Welch, deep 3. Rebound secured by Henry. Blaylock 3. Another offensive board. Welch's pass out to Blaylock. 2:24 left. Blaylock tries to drive in. Now going to kick it over. Henry. Good hit from 3. Drake with a board. She got a double-double yet?
That should have been.
That should have been.
Should have been it.
Probably it.
Great rebound by Keller Lamb.
2 minutes left. Panthers just draining some clock, passing it around. Zollner over to McClure. Down to 1:40 left. Now a foul going to be whistled on Blaylock. That'll be the second whistled on Blaylock. 2 shots for Zollner. That's the 10th team foul for Rabun County. And the second shot up and good. Doug Clemens wants to talk it over now. Full timeout with 1:36 left. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Back to action. Jack Hood had issues, secured by Henry. Now to Blaylock. Blaylock drives in, kicks it to Henry. Off balance. Wouldn't fall. Drake with a board.
Good box out. That was his 10th rebound right there.
Double-double for Cal Drake tonight.
Yeah, and his first start.
65 seconds left. Drake got fouled. Couldn't get the roll. He'll be back at the line. How many free throw attempts tonight? 20?
This will be 19 and 20.
He's lived at the charity stripe. That's Cal Drake.
And he's actually a better free throw shooter than he is than what's happening tonight, what he's showing.
Talon Smith has checked in for the first time for Coach Clemens.
Talon Smith, every time he's a left-handed shooter, and every time he shoots the ball, it looks like it's going in, no matter what. It's the craziest thing.
Now, if he can get it to go in every time.
In these 58 seconds, hopefully he can get a shot. You'll see what I'm talking about.
59-43. Dominating performance. Welch got it. Cooper Welch, a heat check. Dangerous pass. Good one. Secures it. Lost it. McClure gets mugged. The officials will discuss.
Looks like he just grabbed Max. Yes, he just grabbed him. Yeah,
It's just awkwardly they went down. I don't think it was any ill intent. Now Max has to recover and be at the line here for 2 shots. Jacob Gibson going to check in, Coach Clemens. Drake takes a seat. And McClure hits both. Does that put him in double figures?
I think so. Yes.
Welch, 3-ball, wouldn't fall. And 30 seconds left. Traveling violation in the backcourt. Alan Smith shuffled his feet. Steele on the inbounds. Zollner feeds McClure. Blaylock got it. NBA 3. And a whistle and a foul. Cooper Welch will pick it up.
And Talon Smith will shoot it. Shoot the free throws. You'll see in this form right here when he shoots his free throws.
Couldn't hit the first. I'll get one more.
I was talking about the form. I said it looked like it did. I don't know. I didn't say it actually goes in.
Well, yeah. The appearance.
But it's pretty. Very pretty shot.
I was saying, if you can get him to go in every time, that'd be great.
Yes.
Got the second one. Gibson. Traveling violation on Lamb.
Jacob Gibson was about to. He was trying to get in the scoring column there.
That's going to do it at the buzzer. On fall for Huey Blaylock. It's a final here at the Panther Den tonight. 64-49. The boys varsity able to get off on the good foot here in the regular season. The regular season opener. 64-49. Panthers improved to 1-0 and look forward to a date. Another non-conference affair tomorrow night against the Cherokee Braves. The girls varsity unfortunately fell earlier tonight, 55-42, as they dropped 0-1 to begin the season. That'll pretty much wrap things up for our broadcast tonight. We'll be back on in less than 24 hours here on Facebook and YouTube. So if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel or followed and liked our Facebook page, go ahead and do so, and you'll get notifications when we go live tomorrow night, which will be around 6:30 or so for the girls varsity, and then the boys to follow right about 8 o'clock. For Philip Angel on our camera tonight, Clinton Taylor, executive producer. For Tony Christie, I'm George Young. Till tomorrow night, so long, everybody.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.